Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Welcome aboard, everyone. What exactly is ALGO, and why do our traders absolutely love it? Michael Oathroom. Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Welcome back, it's Monday. So we've got Mentorship Monday here this morning. I'm going to try to walk through all the fun stuff. If you're getting started for the first time with us, we got a lot of people who tend to join with us on the weekends. Welcome aboard to all you guys who have either started a 2-week free trial or decided to jump on board with us starting on a Monday. Always a good way to start out the week. Don't forget our best time of year. 2 times a year, we do our Black Friday offer. We've got Christmas in July and, of course, regular Christmas time. Not going to miss out on that. Well, right now is that time. So we've got Independence Day coming up this week. I believe it lands on a Saturday, which is always cool because people got some time off. And yeah, good times. So let's get into it here this morning. If you are brand new, I'm going to be taking 5 trades here on the live stream with you. At least that is the plan. And I say plan because it's a standard operating procedure that we start with. I wouldn't necessarily call them rules, because rules really are not meant to be broken, although that's a common phrase that they say rules are meant to be broken, but not really. They're not supposed to be, right? The rules are there most of the time to try to help you out. Speaking of, let's get into our checklist here this morning. So these will be my 5 trades. I'll track them through. Win, lose, or draw. You're going to see me take those trades here like we do on the daily. Now, we're doing these live on YouTube. I don't know that we're going to stay here. So in the month of July, we're probably going to have some shifts. Middle of the year here, I will likely be moving to Discord, where it will be premium members only. We'll be doing review videos here in the public. Potentially, I'm not sure when we're going to make that shift there. I don't have it hot on the trot necessarily, but you know, trying to spend more time with the family and things. We've got you know, our kids homeschool. I got 4 kids, and one of my favorite jobs is being a dad. You know what I mean? Being a dad, it's so fun. So with that, we're trying to make things a little bit easier on our tech support as well. Right now, we have a 2-week free trial. Literally, no strings attached. Come in, give us your email address, we send it to you. But then we have a lot of tech support. We end up doing a ton of tech support for the people, because the people who get it for free, they won't even watch the first video to click next, finish to get it installed right. We get emails all the time of like, hey, I tried to import it and it didn't work. Watch the first video. We're actually a full installer. It is a bit different than your typical NinjaTrader indicator that you're going to pop on and import, and we have our own installer. So a lot of little small things, but we're going to shift those here during the summertime. Don't fret, it'll be awesome for those of you guys who are been with us for a while. We also have a client portal coming to you guys that we're excited about showcasing to you, so it'll be easier to get to things. You know, Discord is a great way to organize things. On the left hand side, you just scroll down and find what you need. But sometimes there's that client portal experience where you log into the website and you've got your own little place there. So we've got that coming to you. So looking forward to some new things here during the summertime. It's great to have you with us. We are the #1 algorithmic trading platform in the world. If you're new with us, just say hello there in the chat. And anybody else, make sure you smash that like button, drop us a comment there, and let us know where you're coming from. I'm going to go to the checklist. If you type !checklist in the Discord chat anytime, you can get this list. I'm going to put it here on screen for us on the live stream. And I'm going to get through this one. The data feed connections, I had to check that already there this morning to get things going here. Hardware is up and rebooted the live streamer here, so we're kind of fresh go. And I like to make sure that the real-time protection is turned off. It's just like any other video gamer. You want to make sure that your PC is running at its tip-top. We don't want any stutters or lags, so make sure that real-time protection is turned off. Don't forget Windows will turn that back on for you, so you do need to check that on the regular basis. It's not just something that I'm just throwing on the list for no reason. It's because it won't stay off. Your own Windows machine is going to turn that back on for you all the time. So it is something that needs to be on your checklist on the daily to make sure that is off. Sometimes you might be like, oh, well, I disabled it in the group policy, or you did some other kind of override, but then Windows Update, you do a Windows Update and it turns itself back on. So just do yourself a solid, check it every day, and get that nice cushy feeling that you already checked, right? Let's go to day of the week. We got Monday, time of day. We are about an hour before the U.S. Open. Coming into the news, let's get financialjuice.com up and rolling. Going to click on refresh here. And let's see what kind of news we've got listed for Monday morning. Sometimes there's no news on a Monday. Let's see. Okay, our typical scenario is going to be there about 10 o'clock. No 10. There is not a 10 o'clock event. We've got a 10:30 Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index. So the first one on the list for the morning will actually be 10:30, so pushed back about a half hour or so. Now that may have a little bit of a reduced volatility there this morning, which might be a blessing in disguise. The markets have been very fast and very quick recently. Today might be easier on NQ. Don't forget, I always say, if you are new, don't trade NQ. I know it's tempting to. I'm going to go ahead and take this first trade here. We've got an Enigma showing up here, 12.3. I'll give that a shot. Stop above the Enigma. And let's see, might be jumping the gun on this. Didn't see the time. No, we're good. 8:44 a.m. We recently had a moderate sell on the nerd. So let me get this checklist out of the way here for a moment while we hop into this trade here, and I might be able to target this double cross scenario down below. Let's see if that's going to give me anything neat there. Behind on the entry already, like I'm basically entering in at target 1, but I do have moderate sell with me. I do not have the arrow. The arrow is currently green. So don't have the secondary filter here for me. So still going to be looking cautiously for a T1, maybe a T2 scenario here on this first play here with an Enigma. This one did not work, so we have a cadence of 1 here this morning. That one worked, 2, and then we have cadence of 1. If you have gone through our cadence video, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's okay. Get through our 8-day boot camp first, and you'll come across that section there on cadence and understand why I'm kind of trying to. I really want to see, you know, 2 of those back to back would be great. Dropping down, looks like I might get a 50 bag here. I had 45 ticks there a moment ago. We'll see if we get all the way to a 50. There's 42. There's 50 right there. Listening in there for audio box, still clacking a little bit here, but we should be pulling off some right here. There we go. I'll pull it at 50. I'll pull half right there, and I'll close it out. Okay, so $1,500 there for the first play off of an Enigma at the top of the channel. Holding it down, T1 is there at the 35, T2 is down here around 50. I didn't get the perfect entry on it. Still able to walk away with some pay there. We'll call that trade number 1. Happened to pop up there while I was trying to get things talking through there this morning. The market does not wait on me, but we'll take it. First play. We have another headshot play here for a continuation. But let me get through the rest of the checklist here. There'll be plenty of time to play there this morning. But out of 5 trades, we've got 1 under the gun. Welcome aboard. How's everybody doing? You guys like that one? If you did, type me a 1. You're having fun. 2 if you're new. And let's finish out that checklist here this morning. I think we were at the news section. Got the news. FOMC probably on Wednesday this week. Holidays. We do have a holiday on Friday. Are the markets closed on Friday? Let's find out here.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
March regular hours 9:30 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. National Independence Day. Close early at 1 o'clock. Okay. Sounds like an early close on Friday. So a half day Friday. So we do, it's Monday, so I don't know that that's necessarily a thing, but sometimes we need to know if we're coming up on the day before or the day after a holiday. We can kind of mentally prepare for some extra volatility around those holiday events where they are squeezing in their trades. Earnings, we'll check that at the end of the day. Gears, VIX, we just talked about those. Contract dates, let's make sure we've locked in. Let's see, we were on 39 last week on the NQ. Let me pop into our list here. So last night, we ran an optimization for you guys, and we posted those in the chat Sunday evening before the week starts. So this is how we stay in tune with the markets. Chat here. So if you are new with us, you may or may not know what this is. So this is our optimization grid that we create for you guys. We run the optimizations and we put it in a format that looks like this here. And we care about kind of this column right here. And you might say this one too as well, depending on what instrument that you're looking at. So I'm gonna go down this list here. So the one that I'm really looking for right now is this one right here, NQ. So NQ is 27 here this week. See that right there? So last week it was 39. That is a shift in the optimizer. So the optimizer that we ran is telling us that, hey, 27 is going to be a good one there for the wave to feed to the rest of our charts as we play through this week here. So an adjustment from the 39, we're going to go to a 27. So that's the only chart that I really need to change here. I'm just going to click on 27R. And generally we want to do these kind of the night before, but you know, if we're doing it in the morning, when things become old hat, it's like kind of driving a car. When you first learn it, you got all these buttons and things on your on your dashboard there, and then you just kind of get used to it, and you're just like, oh, I know what to do. Long pedal on the right, horizontal to the left, get the gas and the brake, and hold on to the steering wheel, and let's go. 7 minutes till 9 a.m. We've got a Mega Late Nate showing up right here as well. I'm going to kind of hold on this play here. This is going to become an area of interest. From here to the Enigma right there. This is going to be an interesting zone here this morning. Double crosses at the top of zones, look for DCR. Or if we get a double cross, we can look for a reversal. I do want to take a reversal here. But I'm hearing buyers step. What I don't want to do is go against audio box, and I do hear buyers, big buyers stepping in on the tape. Audio box is there to kind of help me filter my trades. Until I hear those buyers step off of the tape and maybe hear some booms come back in, I don't want to be popping in on that play. Because another couple things I don't have locked in yet. Let's take a look at the tide wave visualizer here. So I'm going to pull this over. I want to know what direction my two high time frames are. The highest time frame there being the tide. I'm going to on that chart right here. So what color is that channel? We've got a green channel on the tide. So we're going to mark the tide as green. Click it twice there and get the green. Do the same thing now with the wave. What color is this channel? That is red. Okay, so we've got these in kind of opposition to one another. So that's a beautiful Enigma. Wow, look at that. Let's get that call move. 335 ticks from top side to bottom. This one as well. 200 down, 300. Very nice here. So 27 looking like a really nice range to be working with as we start the week. Okay, so we've got red on the wave. Tide is green. So I'm going to keep this over here in my... I kind of keep it in my top right. But I want to remember, like right now, it doesn't mean a whole lot because they're in opposition to one another. So we're going to be able to take plays in both directions without any kind of consternation or concern. On days where those two are together, though, which is why it's kind of on our checklist here to make sure we do that, is when those are both green, don't take a short, okay? If they're both red, don't take a long. You know what I'm saying? Kind of a simple way to do that, which is my whole point. My whole job here is to make our lives easier here at trading, and making trading, taking it like it's a video game and having a cheat installed for that to make that video game easier for us, and feel sorry for the people who don't have it. We are now 4 minutes from 9 o'clock. We might have a little volatility there at that time. Okay, we got a nice little headshot here. I'd like to take it, but I'm hearing even more aggressive buyers step in on this. So I'm going to hold. You hear them? You hear that? I'm not going to step on that right now because I am hearing aggressive buyers stepping in on that headshot. Normally, though, I'd be taking that headshot. We also had an Enigma here pushing that to the upside there with a moon shot. Power moonshot long, because we also had the power cross next to it with that Enigma right in there. It's kind of hidden. If you zoom in there, you'll see that Enigma. If I kind of extend the chart there a little bit, he's in there. So nice little push up there into a what looks like a power headshot. I'm sorry, regular headshot at the top of a channel. So I'd like to take a slap at that, especially since we've got red here. What I will tell you, what I'm currently looking for is, if I see a red arrow here, I will go ahead and look for a second try at that. So my 2-try rule, if you know about that one, if you don't, it's okay. You'll learn it as you're going through our training. In the 8-day boot camp, we do come to that section in the documentation, and you'll cover the 2-try rule. So I'll be looking at a 2-try roll right here. I'll go ahead and mark it just for fun. Here, press F6. I know where that's at. There's a headshot opportunity right here. If I get a red arrow coming in on that MACV, along with currently MACV Ultimate is currently red, we'll be good to go. We finished out our checklist there. Audio box is clocking. We've got it going there. Let's get this out of the way, but so that you can see this right here, right? I'm over here on moderate sell, so I want to take it, but I don't have the 2-step thing. Remember when I'm saying like the absolute best plays are going to be when I get both of those together. I want the nerd plus the arrow for the best plays. Now, do I have to take every single time? Do I have to have the absolutely best? Do I have to have everything absolutely lined up? No, but when I am making decisions on how long I'm going to hold a play, if I'm looking for target 1, target 2 plus runners, I want to have those runner plays in the direction of that 2-step filter. And of course, if I've got the tide and wave that we just talked about both lined up, then I can hold those for longer or just filter any play in the opposing direction as well. So that's what I'll be looking for here this morning. It is 8:59, 1 minute till the top of the hour. I'm going to get a quick coffee reheat here. We still have 30 minutes to the US Open. And while I do that, for the new folks and the people who've been around a while, I'm going to run through and play this quick video here while we do to kind of let you know how things work here. Oops, wrong one. I need to relabel this because I still have a hard time finding this new one. Here it is.
Our daily live streams start with Mentorship Mondays, where we bring you algorithmic trading, interactive mentoring, and your questions are answered live. Get hands-on learning with these quant trading tools engineered to give you an unfair edge over other traders who don't have ALGO box on their trade stations. Discover the power of predictive auto harmonics. Utilize trading robots to quantify and react even in fast market conditions. Learn all our quant trading strategies such as the DCDN, HMD, and the dynamic game-changing order flow system, the Alpha Omega. Empower your trading with Flowmaster's advanced real-time audio and visual order flow analysis features. Detect the market mover's trading activity and take action with cutting-edge tools like AudioBox for live digital bit noise that audibly reveals the size and speed of the big players on the tape in real time. Use the Delta Flagging Pro to ready up your next precision entry and the Supreme Flowmaster Enigma for unrivaled, actionable trade opportunities. Got questions? Get them answered live. Whether you're new to AlgoBox or an advanced trader, you'll gain valuable, unique takeaways in every live trading stream session. Dive into structured quant trading. Access our free trade room and free community tools. Test your knowledge in the AlgoBox Academy with tests and quizzes. Add the AlgoBox Edge to your trading arsenal and harness the power of our algorithmic strategies. Your success is our mission. Subscribe now and make every Monday a game changer with Mentorship Mondays. See you on the stream. Download your 2-week free trial and use our community tools at algoboxpro.com.
All right, so we're in Mentorship Monday here. Tried to take a swipe at this one. We've got a correlated dot. We've got a red dot at the top here in front of R1, and we just came back into neutral territory here. Toe in the water here. So one of the things that reminds me of how I kind of place my trades. So when I start out right here, toe in the water, when I say TIW, toe in the water. So I kind of think I'd like to take my first trade as kind of being my smallest trade, and I want to increase my trade size from trades 1 through 5. So 1 through 5, toe in the water. So if you hear me say toe in the water, I'm basically going, you know, my smallest size for me here. So again, I'm not trying to take some super confident trade here on this. This is a dot at the top. We had a get ready, take the next play, and we had several that kind of stacked each other there a little bit. And I'm looking for right now probably just a T1 because I'm sitting in neutral, and I also do not have the arrow. Oh no, I do have the arrow. Remember I talked about earlier, like I want to 2-try rule that if I get the arrow. The arrow did show up. Okay, so I've got the arrow here. Got a red dot up top. Would have liked to be a little closer to it. So if we get this to pop up here a little bit closer to it, I will likely try to maybe add to that position as we pop up the top there. And let me get the chat there on screen there. I saw a note there. Alexander Elder. Yes, Alexander Elder is probably one of the only books I do tell people, if you're going to read a book because you're bored and you really need to read a book, I don't think that Books are going to help you with this video game personally, but if you want to kind of know some kind of philosophical, you know, how and why do I follow the tide, wave, ripple scenarios, Alexander Elder has a book called Trade for a Living, which is kind of what we do. So the title kind of tells you what we want there. Sorry, I'm trying to look for always on top here so I can click on both of these. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I don't miss my exit there on that blue dot. Let's see if we get a shot there at it. I'd like to add around that cross there. Good morning, Dobby. Yes, Alexander Elder's book, Trade for a Living. If you are into the, hey, I want a book to go along with my program. There you go. Not necessary. I teach the parts that you need from it. But if you do want to, you know, kind of mentally prep up and hear it from somebody else, Alexander Elder is a good book you might want to check out. Or some of the philosophies behind my approach to the markets. All right, took a Seuss ad right there, right where the kind of the cross landed as well. 904. Bob, good morning, sir. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday. In a boring meeting, but wanted to come in and say hi. Good to be profitable. Oh, I really appreciate you dropping by, sir. It's always a pleasure. Thanks for dropping in, man. Hope you had a great weekend and enjoy that meeting. Meetings on meetings. Great to see you, sir. Okay, green dot test for the bulls. The bulls hold this dot. I may start pulling half off here because when it's slow, it's gonna go. If it's fast, it's not gonna last. Okay, they're holding it. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna get smaller. I'm gonna get back to my toe in the water here on this play here. We're getting dots are being held here. So bulls are trying to make a stand here as they're shifting from red into currently neutral. I'm gonna put a little horizontal line here where the end of this play hits. Here is the test for the bears. We've got a cipher. They pushed right through it. So bulls are holding control here. Cipher just got smoked right there. So bulls taking over here. Is that a red bar in there? Yeah, it is. So I Seussed on that. We're inside of a crab up top here. Seuss one more time. Right at that line, which is where I put it there. If we come back and touch my POE, I will pull half. It's a whole philosophy on how I work a position. There we go. I'll pull half as we come to a POE if something goes more than 30 ticks against me. Okay. Bottom of the channel. We got the red arrow on the MACV. Still neutral on the ultimate, aka the nerd.
Fib.NQ on the 7.
No, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to take a small loss on this first play. Don't know what's happening there. They're starting to stack them up there. So my second trade is a loser here. So winner and a loser here starting out. When it's this slow, it's going to go. And bulls like to take over in those kind of slow grinds. There, remember, we've got the tide is still up, right? We don't want to discount the fact that, you know, this has been a bull market for a while.
Enigma short on the NQ7.
And they can kind of start to come in on a Monday morning and just take over. It's you get that Monday morning pent up. People saw you know, whatever their moves were over the weekend, calling up brokers, being like, yeah, no, we want to let's get in on these positions and yeah, get me in at the open. So all of a sudden, lots of activity can start flooding in there, and don't want to get off sides there, especially pre-open. It's 9:08, plenty of time. And we'll pick that one as the loser there. Let me see. I'm trying to remind myself, what did we start this with? It was just a dot play at the top, and might have gotten a little greedy, not holding out there. I think I was in the middle of gabbing there as that blue dot hit. So on an entry like that, hold to the opposing signal. The next opposing signal was red to blue, so it would have been about a 74 tick opportunity in there. I don't know that I'm going to grab that whole 74 ticks, but looking for 35 and a 50 out of it. Probably would have been the wise thing to do. Then once double dots are being held, the test of the bulls were able to literally hold individual dots, easily move up. You know, that tells me it's not worth the risk on that. Good morning, Jazz Bode. Welcome aboard. Just let the tools do the work. If thoughts are holding, and we'll look for our next strategy entry opportunity. Now we're back inside the fiddle zone area. So this is kind of the no fiddle in the middle. If you are going to fiddle in the middle, remember you're going to have a bigger stop in here. I don't say you have to. I'm speaking of a generalization. Once you're inside there, you know, things just get a little soggy. They're not going to be crisp plays, right? If we come out and pop one of those masher points, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go through the Discord or go through the 8-day boot camp and hop in our Discord there, and that way we're talking the same language.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
You know what I'm talking about when we're
Voice
talking about
news
those
disconnected.
Masher lines there. Let's see. So financial juice, we just lost connection there. Just refresh on that. See if just needed a quick one, or if they're having some technical difficulties. Hey Ray, happy Monday. Great to see you. Let's see. Dave said, in this market, where do you like to have your time frame set on the Ripple B? So I'm on the 5, so my Ripple B is going to be 7s. So I've got a 5-7. So here's my B chart. And this was so kind of what I pair with the 5 is I'm pairing the 7. 5-7. That makes sense?
Two finger NQ on the 27, NQ on the 89.
Hey, Top Gun. I know it's weird. I take a different approach on those things. It's Celebration Day. It's awesome, man. Well, I won't say it's awesome. Look, yeah. This world is a weird place for me. I ain't from here. You know what I mean? And anybody who is in Christ isn't from here either. You know what I'm saying? All of us aren't from here. We're all delivered here. We get an opportunity, our Earth test
assistant overshoot
here. But your dad died. I'm sure you'll miss him. But at the same time, like you get to have all those memories of everything he did for the family. I'm sure, and all that kind of whatnot, and that opportunity, and then to know that he's with the Lord now. It's a celebration day. You know what I'm saying? I know we're all supposed to, you know, condolences and feel bad and da 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 da. There was a moment where, so one of Jesus' disciples said, "Hey, you know, I'll come. Let me go bury my mom, and then I'll come follow you." And he said, "Let the dead take care of themselves." I mean, he basically, like, is if we're trying to take his example, going, was death a big thing? He's kind of like, dude, that's not a big deal. Like now, so they had their Earth test. They had their opportunity to do what they did here on Earth. You accept me or reject me, and then everything else is reward. I don't want to say punishment, because I don't think it comes with punishment at that point. Once you have accepted Christ, you're one of his sons and daughters. And, you know, listen, I love all my kids. I got 4 children, but each one of them has a different level of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? My 15-year-old doesn't have the same responsibilities as my 4-year-old. You know what I'm saying? My 4-year-old, we don't have high expectations of him. You know, he's 4. And our Earth test here is, well, how responsible are you when you return to the kingdom? You were a son of God before you got here. And now you get to go through your Earth test in this Earth body with all the difficulties of life, which is just a giant video game. This giant video game we call life. And you get to pass fail. You accept him or reject him. Pass fail. So whether you're in or you're out. One of his sons or daughters to return or not. And then when you return, because you know what's interesting, like some people think that well, if you accept Christ, then you have eternal life. Well, actually, you have eternal life no matter what. It just depends on where you're going to spend it. You're going to spend it in heaven or hell. Everybody's got eternal life. You don't earn eternal life when you accept Christ's gift on the cross. However, if you reject him, you're going to spend it in a place that you don't like. I'm just saying. Because the people, I want to say people, the entities that control that existence, that, like, you chose them, okay. But I'll put it this way. Everybody thinks that all the mansions are the same size in heaven. They're not. So if you, he says, I come and bring my reward with me. And that was his own words. A lot of people put questions on, well, what did Paul mean? And what did they mean? How about why don't we just go with, well, just from the simple words that what did Jesus say himself? And I'll come and bring my reward for you with me. Like, there's not rewards, Vinny. Man, okay. And y'all go ahead and read the Bible and don't just listen to your pastor who probably knows less than you do. Because they went to a seminary where they're just learned to be indoctrinated. But where I'm going with that is, you know, the passage says, don't fear death. He says, don't fear people that can do things to your flesh. He said, but fear him who can cast your soul into the lake of fire. You don't want that. Body don't mean much. It's just a holding pen. You know what I'm saying? It's a device you get to drive for maybe a century. And then it wears out, breaks down, and you need a new one. You need it upgraded. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say look forward to death, because then you're going to miss out on your opportunity to gain reward. Which, quite frankly, all of us who are here who are clicking buttons on our screens right now, y'all know we're all playing this game right now. We're trying to gain the reward of putting our risk on the table. We want to get paid for our risk opportunity. Yes. Getting philosophical here this morning while the market's got boring action here. Super slow. I'll try to answer any questions. If you guys got questions, bring them on. I love a good challenge. If I don't know the answer, I mean, I'll tell you, but I'll try to find it for you. But you'd be surprised at what I do know. You know, people ask sometimes, like, Vinny, how do you know so many things? I got a lot of time on my hands. A lot of time on my hands. When you could come in and press buttons and money pops out in your finances, you have financial freedom, you can spend time on the things that you feel are important. And I have spent a lot of time studying the word and listening into a lot. Listen, like I won't say they all. Nobody's got it all figured out. But the Bible says in Proverbs, in a multitude of counselors, there's victory. And understanding a whole lot of things allows you to put more things together. Because I don't want to say a lot of things. Because the more you get to know, the more you realize you don't know. And that is so true. But I have focused in on a lot of the hard questions in life, like when does life begin? I can actually answer that question for you. What are some other hard questions? Why do bad things happen to good people? I got some answers for that one too. But it starts with the freedom of finances. I have a twofold ministry here. I want you guys to be rich here on earth and rich in the kingdom of God. If you're beholden to your job, you don't have a lot of time on your hands. You don't have time to think. You don't have time to look around. You don't have time to test the things you've been told. What is their enigma set to right now? So anytime you're asking me those things, you can always look like right here. So my settings are always right there. $9:22, 8 minutes from the US Open. Let's see if we can get you some financial freedom, which leads to time freedom. Get freedom of your time when you're not chasing the dime. Let's see, let me expand this out. Can I see the rest? Did fallen angels abandon their earthly estate? First of all, they didn't have an earthly estate. So you're starting out the very wrong premise. So to start out your first question, you don't know what you're talking about. Fallen angels didn't abandon their earthly state. They did not have an earthly state. They were cast to an earthly state. So start number one, got a problem. Second one, the earthly estate, a second time after the flood to copulate with the phylum that lived in those countries that God told the Israelites to exterminate. So you're getting a couple of things mixed up. Yeah, come in. Hey, my guy. Oh, how's my big guy? Oh. What are you up to?
I'm just going to remind you to get the fish plushie fiber.
Oh yeah, you want an anglerfish plushie for your birthday?
That we saw yet.
Yeah, you thought that was pretty cool. So you like the anglerfish? They're kind of weird. You sure? Do you like those anglerfish? You do? Why do you like anglerfish? They're so weird. Do you know why you like them? Or is it you like them because they're kind of weird?
It's because I like fish.
It's because you like fish. Okay.
And they're fish.
And they're fish. Okay. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, yeah. When's your birthday?
August 8th.
8/8. I think that's an easy one for me to remember. I'll try to make sure we get that for you. How about that? Okay. All right. We'll see you later. Have a great day. Anglerfish are weird. I'm gonna say they live in the abyss. You know, there's a couple of places. Well, there's at least one place that we know that even the demons don't want to go to. The abyss is definitely not a place that even the demons don't want to go there. But there's some weird fish in the abyss. You know what I'm saying? The anglerfish is there. Y'all seen the gulper eel? That thing's weird. Let me close the door here.
Harmonic NQ on the 27.
Yeah, remember the story in the Bible where the demons begged Jesus not to send them to the abyss? And you know, people think that Jesus was being merciful to the demons and being like, okay, I'll let you go into the pigs because they begged him. They were saying, oh no, don't imprison us in the abyss. Don't send us to the abyss. He said, just let us go into the pigs over there. And he goes, I just kind of picture it being like, okay, you sure? You sure? I see him. I'm just picturing Jesus kind of raise his brow for a second. Oh, you want to go into the pigs, eh? Okay. So they leave, go into the pigs, and then where do the pigs immediately go? Pop quiz. Who knows where the pigs went? And then the pigs went straight to the abyss. Isn't that crazy? I loved it. Off the cliff into the water and sent them to the abyss anyways. Everybody thinks that Jesus was so merciful in that moment. Like, so a lot of what Jesus did. So everybody's like, well, why would he be mysterious about that? Well, the Bible actually does say that it is of God to hide a thing, and it is of kings to search out a matter. So people are like, well, no, he doesn't hide it. No, like the stuff that he needs to be made clear is clear. He also allows us to have this video game of life to, you know, listen, I've asked my kids several times, they like to play video games. I said, would it be fun if every video game was easy and it was all level 1? It would be boring, right? A video game where everything is level 1, it's always easy, whatnot. Like literally you just get bored of it on maybe day 1, maybe day 2. The beautiful thing about life is that it has continuous challenges. Like, this is an opportunity for us to live here on Earth. Like, everybody's acting like, well, why is there even our purpose here and all this kind of one. I'm like, you're playing a video game. Enjoy it. Enjoy the struggles. Enjoy the hard part. Like, you're literally, everybody's got a different version of the game that you get to play. You have a different set of challenges because God knew you before you got here. How do we know that? Because in Jeremiah, he says, I knew you before I ever put you in your mother's womb. Before I knit you into the marrow of the bones, of your bones inside your mother's womb, I knew you. And then he put you in your set of challenges that you have. Everybody's got different challenges. Some easier, some harder. There's 3 buckets of people. There's the people who chose him. There's the people who denied him, chose Satan. And people ask all the time, well, what about the people who don't have an opportunity to accept Christ? Well, some people were sent here to burn. He said that too. It's a hard one. But they already made their choice because during the battle between God and the devil, he convinced a third of the angels to come down with him. You don't think any of the sons of God chose him too? Yeah, it doesn't talk about that part because that's us. We're here getting to choose. It says, confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord. Okay, well, what about the people who don't have a tongue, Vinny? What about the people who are not able to speak? That person, that spirit was not allowed to return. What? That's awful. No, actually, you don't know what that person did before they got here. Oh.
1 minute now until we get the market on open imbalance.
I say person because they weren't. They're a son of God. They were a child of the king. And they already rejected him. Okay. Well, they all have to go through the earth test. Some of them, he's like, I'm not even giving you a chance. You're not returning. However, people who are here who get to take care of them and take the opportunity to take care of them gain reward for being kind to them anyways. It's one man's perspective. 15 seconds to the open. All right, let's see. We've got red, and we've got we're neutral on the MACV. I see a red arrow. I'm starting to hear sellers start to try to come in here. Here's the open.
Market on open imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 9.4 million. Nasdaq 100 buy side.
Okay, we're coming back into that same zone from before.
Buy side 20 million. Mag 7 sell side of 4 million.
Super fast. As I've said before many times, you'll hear me say it, I'm gonna keep repeating it, is if you're new, don't trade in Q, give RTY a try. Turn down the speed a little bit for yourself. Double Enigma right there. It's really too fast for me to, it says valid speed, but it's too fast. It's too fast. Go take a swipe at that. Okay, I'll take an HMD at the top there. Ooh, 8.4. Might be getting caught in a bear trap here. I'm going to pull half as we touch my POE. Pink dot, add to position. Okay, I'm going to pull half, take a little bit of a loss there as we come into an Enigma. There's a super dot, add to position. Missed my entry. Came back and sniped me. Let's see. Gonna pull half at my green cross there. Close out the rest. All right. Took a loss there on that one. Did not. Didn't walk away with the pay. Oh man. Oh, I'm chasing it. Let's see. So tried to chase that one. DCR. Big push up here. 6. Double cross. Okay, I'm going to pull my loss. Pull more. And all right. Big loser there. Big loser. Got caught into, I won't say big loser. Taking the loss on that. Their buyers are all of a sudden starting to come in very, very quick here. Delta shift. All right, I'll re-engage one more time into this same zone that I said that was going to be important before. There's a delta shift. Let's see if we get that shift down into a shark on king timing. Buyers stepping all over it. Okay, Enigma adding on. Okay, bots are up $1,000. Take the full auto turned off. We just got our target hit on that, so bots locked in $1,000 there. And let's see, coming up into R1 with an Enigma here. Red dot, add to position.
NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Bull touch hot.
Got a big red dot over on the 27s.
Harmonic NQ
Probably going to help me out, get me down to my
27 NQ on the 7.
POE there, hopefully.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Fib dot NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the Omega down NQ. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7. Fib dot NQ on the 7.
6-2. Okay, we're going to go full port max here.
On the 27.
Headshot. So over here on the right, we got that big red dot over here on the left.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Had several chances to exit that right in front of my POE, and I should have clicked it. Little distracted there to
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
pull it, because should have been pulling it quicker. Not a good idea to be holding in this area here. They can run this up. They're holding at R1, and buyers are stepping all over this on a Monday. Yeah, they're coming in hard. That 89, they have been just buying up that 89. Ignition bars like crazy on the 89.
0.8% here.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 27.
Okay, 4.9 just showed up there on the 27.
NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up
Optimized range.
down NQ on the Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
Oh, buddy.
Finger NQ on the 12.
Okay, I've got nothing to add there. Gonna have to go in on the bot, but I bet it's not gonna let me because I got the risk console. Oh, bummer.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Okay.
Double delta NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7 on the
Look at that 89. That is wild.
on the 5.
That is wild.
NQ on the 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Like 29 89 bars
27.
printed up there in,
Harmonic NQ on the 7.
The space
I won't even say
stock
minutes.
ETF
It felt like it
jumps
was like
as
a
much
minute.
as 4 spots, 6%.
9:35. We're only 5 minutes past the US Open. That's the best enigma right there. I'm going to remember that one later on today.
Fib dot NQ on the 7. Fib dot NQ on the 7. NQ on the 7. Fib dot NQ on the 7.
Okay, all the way back down. Come in. Back down to moderate sell.
Divergence up Harmonic NQ on the 7. NQ on the 5. 2 finger NQ on the 27.
Oh, I get 2 visits today. You're excited today.
Two
You in a
finger
good mood?
27.
Um,
Harmonic NQ.
earlier,
Uh-huh.
Vincent said,
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
think.
Alpha Omega on the 5.
You said you're stinky?
On the 5.
Are you stinky? I don't think you're stinky.
And also, he said, I smell burn.
Your smell burns?
On the 5.
Oh, well, that's funny. Can I finish out my trading here and I'll come see you guys and see what's going on? Tell him to be nice. All right, love you. I'll see you later. All right, I'm going to close out there at 5K here. Could have, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Had some big plays in there. 1 second here. Coming back up here. Okay, I'm going to tap in at the top of the channel. For a continued drop here.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 9.
There's a cipher where I can pull half. Oh, I'm too small. Oh, I don't have this on my right size. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Okay, I'm too small. Man, I could have made that so much bigger. Not quite at 10. Let's see if I can grab my 300 bucks here.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Let's make it 10K. We'll pull half right there. We'll close the rest. Let's lock up 10K on the day. Why not? Why not? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's go.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. I know I can't let go without you near me. I'm holding on your tricks. Got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play. ALGO box, you turn it all around. You tell me that you need me, then you go and show me how. Wait, you tell me that it's easy, didn't think I'd see the...
Alrighty then, bring out the money guns. Let's see, let's get this one out of the way here. So here's the top of that 89. So they launched it up, and then we got another big divergence up top there. And yeah, it really 3 or 4 bars would have been fine. Would have loved maybe 3 or 4, get 300, 400 ticks out of it. Great. We got even more than that though. This one was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Basically 10. I'd say 10 bars down on the 89. It's a 1,000 tick drop. Super fast action there this morning. Again, if you're new, don't trade in queue. Okay, give RTY a try. Be more muted moves. Great moves. Oh, we got an Enigma right here. I'll go ahead and slap in on that. 16.5. We'll pull half right there on the target and closing it out. There we go. I mean, come on. You tell me I'm not going to take an Enigma like that when you're moving up that fast? Don't think it's going to last? Rock it out. Rock it out. Rock it out. Rock it out. Utimus. See the drop on that. 134 tick opportunity. And I grabbed a few. Got that big bright light shining. Hold on a sec.
Divergence down NQ on the 27, NQ on the 9. Harmonic NQ on the 27, Delta NQ on the 27. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Full touch high. Harmonic NQ on the 5, NQ on the 27. Divergence down NQ on the 9. NQ on the
okay. So I've said it how many times? 15 times now? I don't know. If you're new, don't trade in queue. Give RTY a try. If you are trading a small account, I'm assuming that you are trading a small account if you are getting started. And you should check out my small account challenge. It is different when you are starting out with a small account, you're playing with a small account, you need to trade it differently. And it's not just not just a talk through. I have done a small account challenge against Ross Cameron a couple summers ago now, and if you guys want to watch those, we've got many traders who have said that was kind of life-changing, game-changing for them to see the small account challenge. So we call it the sack around here. Oh, we got another Enigma here. I'll give it a shot here. Toe in the water here. Go a half position. Red dot HMD. See if we get another drop in on that. We are on the buy side here. We are a strong buy, so it's going to be hard for this one to get it. We're right in the middle of an accumulation zone right here. This could launch up here. I'm going to pull half there as we touch that POE target. I'm sorry, the Enigma target. And we might be abandoning this one here. Yeah, we're going to close it. Okay, now a little loss on this one. Yeah, this one, I was going to say, it's like this one does not, this isn't the ideal, right? There's the Enigma I want. That's the kind I want to see. Yeah, I want to see that right there. Very, very nice. Got to rock that one back out there. Super fast here. HMD on the R1.
Two-finger NQ on the 27.
Into the crab. The buyers are wanting to take this, though. You can feel them. You can feel them starting to try to come in there. Up into the Enigma one more time. Where's that stop out? Right here. Okay, that's the end. Okay, nope. Enigma's getting smoked on that. It got its target, and then the second Enigma carrying it all the way back up here from where that Enigma showed up from before that I marked out there in that zone. Another 9-9 Enigma to the long side. Is it going to let me get down to my POE? I have a feeling it might. Yeah, it did. There we go. Pull in half. Get your Enigma target. Add in on its target. Let's see if we can get a drop here, because we're right back where we wanted to, where we came and they dropped from before. We'll see if we get some more. King timing. Seuss. Nope, they're buying it all the way back up there. There's my Super AO. Right in front of it. Pulling the POE.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Pulling half on the HMD. Deuce, switch dot. Oh, let me add. Come on, let me add the switch dot.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Pulling half down at the bottom of the channel.
Harmonic NQ on the
Pop that shark back. Target 1. Aggressive buying. Aggressive all the way up. Super AO. Crab. Super crab. Urgence on the 9.
Double delta NQ on the 7. Double delta NQ on the 9. Original long NQ on the 27.
Now, this feels like news, but my goodness. 9:45.
Fib dot NQ on the 7. Bull touch hot. Alpha Omega.
Bulls are on parade. More than a parade. These guys are in a sprint. These guys are on marathon.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Holy shnikes. Okay, red dot. Gonna full port max me up here at the top.
Delta shift NQ on the 7.
Need to remind myself to put that back up again when we go. $9.4, probably the ender there on the 2.7. Targeting that 50 cent perhaps.
US stocks extending gains with the
at
S&P now up
2.9800s.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 20.
Yep, there she is. Touchdown. Touchdown all the way in, and we'll close it out. 18K on the day. Beautiful move. Look at that. 9.4. Like I said, that was probably going to be it. And sure enough, beautiful. 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 Okay. It's a good way to start the week.
Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27.
We went over 5 trades, a little bit more than that. Just again, remember how I said this morning, standard operating procedure, that I'm coming in mentally thinking about 5 trades here. When the market becomes exceptional, which it was today, we got the exceptional crazy. I mean, the amount of speed, like look at this, we're still too fast here. We're at 192 BPM on the 5s, super fast. Any lower time frame going to be in the thousands. The bots did their job there. They got to they put away 1K there as well. So almost 20 bagged there on the day. Big moves. Wow, look at that Enigma launching that. Wow, how fast was that? 250 ticks instantly, and we come into a double ready DD.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
6.1 inside of a cipher called the bottom.
Divergence down NQ on the 27.
250 ticks back up to the top.
Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27.
And again, the beautiful thing about our system is we don't really have to care. We just get to get the plays, take the plays, execute. Did the tide and the wave shift? We did. So right now really should be looking to long side only. So what shifted in the middle of all that, that became aggressive buying. So we no longer have red on the wave. This did shift to green and green, so it should be now looking for longs only. We have a green channel on both the tide and the wave, so both marked green right now. Should really be looking for long side stuff only. Would have beautifully called that push move right there. Very nice. 9:48. We're still not even at 10 a.m. yet.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Wild morning so far. We did get a 12.2 right there on the 9s.
Enigma long on the RTY2. Harmonic NQ on the 7 on the 9. DCDM NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Micron.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
Not sure what that means. Did I miss something?
Enigma long on the NQ4. Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 77. Fib.NQ on the 20.
Was there a Micron news announcement or something? I don't know if I had the news turned up loud enough. I might need to turn my sound up a little bit. One second. Okay, double Enigma here. Right back to this spot we had marked from before. We said this is going to be an important spot, and it looks like the way that they've been treating it.
2-finger NQ on the 27.
Yes, it's been important multiple times now.
2-finger NQ on the 20.
Good markup.
NQ on the 20. NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7 on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7 on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27. Fib.NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5. 2-finger NQ on the 27. Harmonic NQ on the 5. 2-finger NQ on the 89. Omega down NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27. Down NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Okay, back to this important little zone again in a 6.8. You really just gonna let me just slap that again?
Fib.NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
There's aggressive buying on that. I'm gonna wait for them to kind of off that high of day touched again. Wow. Delta shift. We've got a shift right here. Are they just gonna hand me a gift? All right.
Down NQ on the 27. Double delta.
Can go half position here.
Fib.NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 27.
Shift and a red. We're not okay. They're floating it now. Multi Enigma here. I start to hear sellers. I'll add.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Delta NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the RTY2. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Nope, buyers.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7. Enigma long on the NQ 7.
Does this work for gold too? It does. Yeah, here, gold is actually one of the ones that we trade on full auto. So there's GC right there. But yeah, install it. Have you done the 2-week free trial? I guess not if you're asking that question, but I'm assuming that you didn't. But you know, install the 2-week free trial and you know, put it on gold and see for yourself. Now I need to make a note. I think in the next release I'll probably change this, but in the current release we have the default workspace is the fast load light performance workspace, meaning super fast. We want the latest and the greatest. But I realize when you're on a 2-week free trial, a lot of people are coming in, they just want to, you know, back test. So I'm probably going to, in the next release, also the default workspace will be a backtest mode workspace. But you would probably, if you are doing a 2-week free trial, you may want to try out the backtest mode workspace. Make sure you watch the update video that we put out for the most recent version of the code. When you're watching the 8-day bootcamp, it was before the current release, which, you know, the prior to this most recent release, we didn't even have the Command Center Smart Risk Console that we've got that is so handy. That kind of automatically took my, you know, 1K targeting on my bots. So go ahead and close out that trade there. Over 21K there on the day. Beautiful play there. It made it just a little bit too easy. Sometimes the markets are easy, sometimes they're hard. That was pretty easy on that one. But yeah, put it on gold and take a look, but probably do backtest mode so you can look to the left and see all the little signals show up. But if you're on the fast mode one, so if you kind of look to the left, let me press F5 here on my chart. So if I refresh, and then like if I go see over here as I'm going to the left, you notice there's no signals. This is for super fast processing. So the current one out of the box is designed for real-time market analysis, like super fast. And so we don't process everything to the left. So if I press page up, 1, 2, see how like I'm not printing everything over here to the left for you, and so you're like, oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does. You just need to go into backtest mode. But you know, that's probably doing a disservice to us. People are like, oh, so I don't see anything to the left. You know, listen, people won't take 3 seconds to learn something. I understand that. We're going to try to cater to the lowest common denominator there, and just like, listen, you know, people are like goldfish brain these days. Like, and at the same time, I totally understand. There's so many scams out there, and you're really wanting to know, number one, is this a scam? I totally get it. I would be doing the same thing. Like, first of all, what is this and how does it work? And I've got this free tool. I didn't really pay anything for it, so why should I pay any time, right? So I get that. So we'll be making some adjustments here. George and I have been talking about this extensively, and Neo and the crew here, we've been chatting about it and going, you know, how do we improve the experience for people and also not wear out our tech support, where we're constantly dealing with the 2-week free trial people who won't even take 3 seconds to watch even the first video, that they'll instantaneously open up a, you know, tech support ticket, and it's like, I don't understand. Like, tech support is not for training. Training support and tech support, 2 different things. You know, you need to take a minute to get through training. So we'll be changing a few things here in the summer, but it's great to have you guys with us. Great time to get with us. If you're going to join, now is the time. We have 2 times a year with the absolute best price. It's right now during the Christmas in July. Coming up here, celebrating Independence Day, Christmas in July, and Christmas, of course. So Black Friday and Christmas, we obviously have our best offer, and we also have our best offer here during the Christmas in July event. So good time to hop on board if you want to get with it. Great to have you with us. Okay, big moves, big moves. Wow, aggressive, so fast, so fast. Literally, it says it right there, too fast. Now, if you want to use the psychology module, here's another thing. Well, let's just turn this on here. Now, I used to have this on by default, but people be like, it's broken. I've got a giant X on my screen. It's broken. Okay. Never mind. They won't watch the videos to get to understand what the psychology module is doing for you, to try to help you out to know if the background is red and there's a giant X, it means now's not a good time to trade because the speed is too slow. So we turned it off by default, but it can also be very handy. You can just have this on and just go, you know what? I'm not going to take a trade until that goes away. And so we'll kind of demonstrate that here right now. I'll wait until the market gets to the perfect pace, and then we'll look for a trade. Another one of the pro tips there, and a lot of our traders are using the no fiddle zone background coloring. So if I right click here, go to indicators, and
shares of semiconductor equipment makers are rising in early trade this morning. We've got Applied Materials up 5.5, KLA up 4.8, Lam Research up 2.7.
All right, let's let him chat it up there. ALGO no fiddle zone. What is that? This is pretty handy if you know about the fiddle zone. Again, you want to go through training so that you know what we're talking about. But if you've been hanging around here long enough with our live streams, you probably know. Don't fiddle in the middle. There's an indicator that'll also kind of keep you out of that zone if you'd like. So add the no fiddle zone. Oh, it looks like I already have it here. Move the second one. But I think I have it turned off. Yeah, show the fiddle zone. So you'll need to turn it on by clicking this little section right there. Show the fiddle zone right there on my lower time frame. So I don't have to look over on my right. I can actually color the background on my entry chart here. Let me take off the psychology bot here. So now I know not to take any trades during in any of this space, and I just wait until it goes, a setup shows up in these clear zones, right? So right now I shouldn't be taking it because that background's got that kind of weird murky color. Now again, might be sometimes some people might think this is kind of overload, and at the same time you can also you can zoom into it if you want, but I really like to see more. I don't think that's a good idea. I know a lot of people like to zoom super far into the charts. I think you're missing context if you're this zoomed in. However, if you're looking for a play and you're already ready, you're like, I am on strong sell here, I already know I'm looking for a sell side scenario, which by the way, speaking of this, today has been absolutely wild. If this is your first time with us, like, I feel sorry for you. Like, the markets are absolutely insane today. We've gone from tide wave switch to tide wave green to now tide wave green red again on the tide wave visualizer. We now have a red channel back on this guy here. So this has been wild. This is not a normal scenario, but it doesn't matter for us. We get to play it any way that the market throws it at us. That's the beautiful thing about ALGO is it's going to keep up, and it's a matter of how much you've practiced. Are you comfortable being able to take plays that quickly? But we do have a lot of people that do like to use that, and you don't have to use my color. You can use whatever color you want. You can change the background color to whatever suits you. But change the background color to know when to trade. You'll basically want to take it when it's clear, right? When it gets into a clear space, or you've got king timing. And I do have the king timings shaded on the background. Some of those are already there for you. Let's talk about that here for a minute to understand SMLK. Small, medium, large, king size timings works off of the Wyckoff theory and Darvas box theory. If you don't know about either of those, it's a quick study on Google if you like. Let's go to indicators, and I'm gonna turn that fiddle zone off here for a moment so we can focus on the SMLK.
So keep in mind, we are just seeing some sudden strength coming through in the Japanese yen here.
So I've got the two colors blue and pink. So the blue is large.
So we're seeing this suspected Japanese yen intervention here as the yen did reach the a level not seen since 1986 against the US dollar.
So king timing is pink and the blue is large. So if a setup lands in the large or the king timing, basically we're looking for bigger plays in those areas. And sometimes we can just wait for those, like one coming into it right now. There's a beautiful enigma right there. Gonna go ahead and toe in the water. And target's filled. Easy one. Right? Easy, quick one. Landed right there, hit the target. Pretty quick. And we'll look for a 2-try rule where it might be able to hit that again as it comes back through, but super fast right now. If we had the psychology module bots turned on there, this is going to be covering up this whole area, telling you it is too fast to be able to easily execute your trades right now. Any system will probably work when the markets are normal, but you might want a faster machine if you want to play in markets like this.
40-year low against the US dollar.
How's everybody's computers going today? Anybody having any issues, or are you guys keeping up? We have, in this latest version of our code, it is super performant. We're keeping up. No flashing issues from the past. I personally don't experience any lockups ever. Like it's been really awesome with the most recent version, as long as you are on the stable version of NinjaTrader. And I'm gonna re-hit that again. Not the most recent version of NinjaTrader is not stable. Okay, I hate to break that to them, but there are multiple vendors out there who know and are experiencing this, and I hope NinjaTrader gets it fixed. But their latest versions are bad. All the way since
the NASDAQ 100
815, they've introduced some kind of on-load bug scenario, and it's still there. So the most stable version of NinjaTrader is 8131. We do have a link to that in our Discord if you want to get the most stable version of NinjaTrader. Get that rolling. That'll solve one of your problems. Then number two, make sure you get the latest version of ALGO, and I think you're gonna love it. Zed, yours is keeping up. Excellent, excellent. Hey, I like that suit, sir. Looking sharp. Love it. Super smooth. Awesome. Had not some of enigmas that you had on your chart.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
I changed too many things during the first 5 minutes on Friday and it locked up. Try to change AB sizes, then indicators. Range.
NQ on the 7. Enigma
Uh,
down NQ on the 27. 5.NQ on the 7. 5.NQ on the 27.
Well, why are you changing things 5 minutes on a Friday before you? Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird. Well, I was trying to break it and I broke it.
NQ on the 27.
5 minutes before the open, I was like, I gotta change this and change this and change this and change this and change this. And well, like, why?
On the 7.
Wrap up.
5.NQ on the 27.
Um,
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Harmonic NQ on the 27.
yeah, but I mean, these days, I mean, you should be able to change like normal stuff. If I want to go in here and take a look at an indicator and make a change,
The California
shouldn't
government
be
announces a California
be an
partnership
issues.
with Anthropic.
Alpha Omega NQ on the 5.
love the 285K, just kills it. Still using process lasso. Yeah, so I am too. I think we were pointing at some things that they might have been something else, but yeah, no, I'm loving quick CPU and process lasso. We got those videos on how to run that stuff
Amazon
in our performance area. So if you type !performance in the Discord, it'll pop out 2 videos there for you, and you can walk through those too. There's about 13 settings on your Windows that you should take a look at, in our opinion. And I just type that there in the Discord chat. Oops, I put it in the premium chat. There we go. Public chat. !performance. So if you want to increase the performance of your PC, and you'll probably thank me even if you're not using NinjaTrader or not using ALGO, the settings that I show you how to change in that will beef up your computer. You'll notice your browsing is faster. Everything will be faster running those settings that we walk you through there. Okay, now we are both red, y'all. It is red on Tide and Wave. That channel has shifted. It was a shift day. We now have red on the channels on the 89. We are red and red. This is bear day, baby.
The California governor's executive orders on generative AI and government efficiency.
All right, Tide and Wave, both red. Red and red. So if you're brand new with us, get through the 8-day boot camp. Here's that boot camp. Okay, if you don't know what we just did here today, we walk you through it here. And again, I know today was super fast. Today's not an easy day to learn from. It is Mentorship Monday, so I do want to try to get your questions answered. If I missed any, please put them there in the chat. Try to answer them again. Welcome to the boot camp. Get through the 8-day boot camp there. It's free currently. It will be, pretend like you spent $10,000 on it while you're going through it. Like, take the time to value what's there. Go into those videos, learn them, and then we do also have our own custom ALGO GPT. You can ask it anything about our system. It's custom and it's trained on all of our training materials there, and it'll give you things, your full outline deal like a GPT would, and it will walk you through. We'll go through the entire set of documentation, so you don't have to walk through it on your own. You can let us walk you through it. Going through everything here, learn what Delta King is, like what's a Delta King. We'll give you visuals, give you the text definitional stuff, and then if you scroll down, there will be multiple videos. There's a really short one, there is a medium one, and then there's me talking through it with my Crayola drawings and all that kind of stuff. So quick version, a little bit more in-depth version, and then me with live examples, etc. That's how our documentation is laid out. And the way that I teach it, you really should learn all of the strategies, I think, but you want to focus in on 4 or 5 strategies for you, and then yeah, rock it out. You'll have some favorites. I'm sure you'll have some favorites. You'll learn over time how to engage as you grow your account and position sizing, and you'll see me do that a lot in our live streams and things. Although, like I said, during the summer here, we will likely be shifting to members only Discord live streams. So if you guys want to be in on that, make sure you become a member. Now is the best time to do that during our Independence Day sale, which is also the Christmas in July. So we'll kind of be back and forth on that using those names synonymously. All right, I think there's gonna be a lot of trade opportunities there today, but don't overstay your welcome. Okay, don't overtrade, be careful. Okay, remember, you are in the ring with Mike Tyson. They're bigger, faster, stronger than you. Come in, get paid for the clown show, go in there, pop them a couple times, get it, hit it, and walk. Okay, so the bots did 1K there. I threw down 22, so we're rounding out about 23 on the day. We got about 2 minutes till coffee time. Any other questions I missed? I enjoyed learning process. The system using Corsair hotkeys is invaluable to me. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. Get the right keyboard and mouse. Okay, get the right keyboard and mouse, and those hotkeys. I mean, I've become so used to them, I don't know how I would trade without them now. Where I've got my left hand sitting over there on the hotkeys, on the left hand side of the Corsair K55 or the wireless version K57. They're both great. They give you 6 keys down the left. I've got little stickers that I've placed on mine. But yeah, glad you got that going there, Eric. That's awesome. On a Surface Pro, you got it running. What? Surface Pro 8. All right. Hey, send me a screenshot of your layout, Dak. I've had several people say they're having issues on Surface, but again, not all Surfaces are the same, obviously. And I know I just saw some commercials recently that the Surface has put out some new kind of a beefier one, I guess. Do you have the beefy one? Is that the new one on the street? Yeah, 400 BPM is crazy.
Enigma short on the GC, double delta NQ on the 5, divergence down NQ on the 27. Alpha Omega down and Enigma long on the NQ, harmonic NQ on the 9.
Yeah, the place that was selling those stickers that I got, like, they don't sell them anymore. So it's on our list. We are going to be trying to put together our merch shop. I've been talking with George around getting a merch shop going again on our website there, and I think those button stickers are definitely something that we want to do. I don't know how to do that, but I'll talk to some folks who know how to kind of do that stuff. And I think that would be helpful, so you can grab them. I was just telling you guys, get them off the one from Amazon, but they don't sell them anymore. So we'll make them ourselves, which, hey, we'll put some kind of cool logoed item there as well. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Speaking of blessings in disguise, thanks guys for hanging out. Click that like button for me if you wouldn't mind before we get going here. I will see you guys tomorrow morning if Lord willing. Actually, Tuesday. No, I'll be here. Catch you guys tomorrow morning. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.